Well, this is our first time ever trying to become homeowners. We had no idea how to really begin the process. We just knew we didn't want to live in an apartment anymore. And so I saw a house online, didn't have a lot of pictures, so I was like, I'll reach out to the real estate agency. And Arthur answered, and he's like, hey, what are you looking for? Right, we'll take a look at that house, which wasn't a house we would have liked. And he just immediately was like, hey, what is important to you? What are you looking for? From that moment, Arthur was in. So I actually wasn't looking for an agent when I called, just inquiring about pictures, because I think I kind of had the idea that maybe agents would be kind of biased or maybe hard to work with. Again, first time ever working with an agent at all, and Arthur was just it from the very beginning, no looking around for other agents.
So, our situation for when we were buying a home is we were actually in, we're a couple years in raising our children, and we were living in an apartment, and given the circumstance of the time, it was the pandemic, we wanted to give our children an opportunity to play outside and give ourselves some more space. So our situation was that we were trying to grow, and this was the perfect opportunity for us to expand our family and buy a home.
So we never ran into problems realtor-wise at all. Arthur was what corrected some of the issues that we ran into. And being first-time homeowners, we weren't really sure what to expect with the lender process. So when there were times when we were really coming close to certain commitment timetables, Arthur was right there on point to make sure everything goes smoothly. So coordinating between me, the lender, the attorney, I was on the phone with Arthur like at least one third of the whole 2 months that we were talking with each other.
So in this process, we actually did not change agents. From the first time that we actually spoke to Arthur, we were convinced of the work ethic behind him because of his professionalism, how prompt he was when returning our calls, and very concise about providing us knowledge about the process.
Yeah, absolutely. What was our favorite part about working with Arthur Hudson? First thing that comes to mind is communication. But what especially comes up is that we actually put offers on 2 other homes that didn't go through because other buyers just beat us out really quick, right? And so that third house, this house actually, Arthur got to this house and did the walkthrough video for us the very next day, and the very next day we put the offer and we got it. And so he worked hours into holidays, major holidays for us. Christmas Eve, New Year's Eve night, hours into that, and New Year's Day. So.
My favorite part about it was the education process, was Arthur educating us on the process of buying the home and guiding us through and then reminding us of the things that we needed to take for buying the house was, with patience. And as far as how we would introduce Arthur to our friends and family, it's a pretty simple thing. We would just let our friends know, which we already have, that we actually made a house purchase, and it was as smooth as it could possibly get, given the circumstance, given the time, given that we were thousands of miles away, and because he worked so hard to help us through this process, we wouldn't want our friends and family to go through anyone else.
Yeah, we found a realtor that we actually trust. Right. And this is coming from a background of never working with an agent before, so absolutely trusted him to know that, hey, we're not smokers. We don't want a house that has a bunch of smoke in it. We laugh about it. He's like, yeah, I don't think you want this one, right? Just really looking for what we need. And never, ever, ever bias in any of the times that he recommended and recommended anybody for looking at the house, for inspections, houses. I mean, he looked at maybe 15 or 20 houses for us, and never once is like, hey, I think you want this one, just like for the quick sale. Really, he's just like, okay, cool. Do you like it? What do you think? What do you need? Arthur helped find us our dream home when we didn't expect to find our dream home. We thought we were just gonna find our house that we'd settle for, and a few years later, then look for a house to upgrade into. And this is our dream house, and we don't want to move anywhere else. So thank you, Arthur.
I left out how friendly Arthur was about, speaking with us. As first-time buyers, we were really nervous and anxious about our experience, and we wanted to make sure that we didn't have someone who wouldn't take the time to be caring enough to explain this to us. And I think that one of the biggest things that we personally took from our experience with Arthur was how friendly and caring and genuine he was with the process. You can have people that do things by the book, and he did everything by the book, but you can also have people who do it by the book and they also care. And you can tell by how they treat you. There was never any instances of being condescending. Everything was patient. So I'd say that that's one of the biggest takeaways with working with Arthur, was that he was absolutely friendly and genuine in this process.
Is there anything that I could have done better during this whole process?
So from my point of view and in my part of the process, I don't think that Arthur could have done anything better. Because as humans and as people, we are always fallible, and that we always can make mistakes. But in this instance, Arthur did everything perfectly for us. He communicated with us every time we texted, every time we called, every question that we had. He answered to the best of his ability. He gave us timelines. He educated us. So for my particular point in this process, I felt like Arthur could not have done anything better. He was absolutely perfect.
That's the first to hear perfect on me. My wife don't even say I'm perfect. The most unsettling time through the whole process.
The most unsettling time is feeling like we didn't know until the last moment. And it's what it felt like, because this is our first time going through the underwriting process, right? And so while Arthur did everything he absolutely could, Arthur can't control every single part that we're dealing with a lender. And so Arthur really saved the day when it came to needing more communication from different parties. So there's nothing that I would say that Arthur could have done better. We're actually very happy that we didn't get the first two homes that we put offers on, because this is our dream home.